What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my very first Monday Night Raw review in a long time, and the very first Monday Night Raw review for 2017. Obviously I couldn't do it last week because of the injury in the eye, but I've gotten much better. Obviously, as you can see, I don't need the eye patch anymore. Still don't have my vision. I'm sorry. Still don't have my vision, but, you know. There we go. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Much better, much better. So, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. So, Raw opens up backstage with Stephanie and Mick Foley. She's about to give Mick Foley her performance review. But for whatever reason, she's basing everything that he's done off of the rumor that The Undertaker is going to be on Monday Night Raw, which I found pretty strange. I'm like, why would you base everything that he's done based off the Rumble? Like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But then again, when did Stephanie McMahon ever really make any sense? Then Seth Rollins comes in, says he's gonna be, he's all cool too, and he's just like, I'm gonna be entering the Royal Rumble, and you know I'm gonna win it, and I'm gonna go back to the main event of WrestleMania. Strowman comes in, demands Roman or Goldberg in a match, or else. He doesn't get that. Him and Rollins get into it. Then we come out, and the opening match is going to be the 2-on-1 handicap match for the United States Championship. That being Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. And but that match never got started because Braun Strowman came out and attacked him. Chaos broke loose. Seth Rollins comes out with chairs. Roman Reigns team up, take out Braun and everybody else. Whew, that took too long to talk about. Yeah. I gave that opening segment a B because, you know, it was a lot. Obviously, like I said, it just took too long to explain. I'm sitting here going, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. That took too long to explain and talk about. That's way too much stuff going on. And yesterday, as we all know, was a national championship, so obviously WWE was supposed to do everything in its power to draw people's attention away from that to Raw, but, yeah. And it looked like they're off to a great start. But the first match of the night between Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, now that was a pretty good match. Ending in a double countout, protecting both men for the Royal Rumble. Match was good. Match was great. Rollins trying everything he can to bring down Braun Strowman. You know, it was a good attempt. Good attempt. But obviously Seth Rollins' full baby face won't come into fruition until he faces Triple H, which it'd be interesting, but I don't think Triple H is going to come in the Royal Rumble. It could be interesting. He could take him out, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, at this point, it'd pretty much just be random, even though we know we've been waiting for it. So, next, we've got Jack Gallagher taking on Drew Gulak in a match. I really don't care about the cruiserweights, so I'm just going to skip over it from now on, but that's a C. It really shouldn't be no grade since I really don't pay attention to the cruiserweights match anyway. Unless they start doing something. I mean, I like TJ Perkins. I like the Brian Kearns. I like the fact that Neville's in there now. Although I'm not feeling him being a heel. Like, everyone else is, but I'm not feeling it. So, maybe that's just me. Next, we got Shawn Michaels coming back. Talking about his new movie. And debuting in theaters. Then Rusev comes out. And talking about how Lana needs to be in it. Then Big Cass and them come out. And they make fun about movies and stuff. And then they have a match. Shawn Michaels gives Rusev sweet chin music. 1, 2, 3, Big Cass to Jinder Mahal. And that's the end. I give that a D. And I hate to do that. Especially to someone like Shawn Michaels. Because, you know, Shawn Michaels is the Heartbreak Kid and everything like that. But, you know, he didn't deserve to get a D. But really, that was nothing. That segment and match, that was nothing special, you know. And the thing is, I feel so bad for Big Cass and Enzo because they have so much potential and they're so popular with the crowd, yet they get put in meaningless feuds that don't make any sense whatsoever. And the same thing with Rusev. You see that who he was like in his first one. Even though his second run as United States champion wasn't good as his first one, I mean, that guy has so much potential, and they put them in such stupid feuds. Like, this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So because of that, I had to give it a D. Hopefully, maybe Enzo and Cass can win the tag titles at WrestleMania. We'll see, but I doubt it. Next, we had another Cruiserweight match with Neville in it. Again, didn't watch it, so can't give you a grade on it. And then we had Sheamus versus Luke Gallows in a match. Cesaro and Carl Anderson were on commentary. Fight broke out between them. Tried to distract Sheamus. Wasn't enough. Bro kick 1, 2, 3. Those 4 tag team divisions become kind of bad. Just the New Day lost the belts. You know, nothing really exciting or whatever going on with that. So, see. Next, finally, my favorite part of the show. The Undertaker returns. Mick Foley's in the ring. He's begging the Undertaker, please come out. After everything we've been through, you gotta come out for me, please. Stephanie comes out. He's like, you lied to these people. You said you were gonna deliver the Undertaker, but you didn't deliver the Undertaker. And then, gong, he comes out. He says that he's the Undertaker. He can come out and he can choose where he wants to go. So that means he'll be on both Raw and SmackDown, which I'm completely fine with. He also, as I figured he would, entered the Royal Rumble. But one thing I did not like is the fact that they showed Braun Strowman in the back shaking his head like this. Yeah. Like, it was rumored last year to be Undertaker versus Braun Strowman, and nobody wanted to see that. And trust me, Braun Strowman has come a long way since then, but I still don't want to see that. I want them to finish it how they originally planned, which is John Cena versus The Undertaker, and I think Taker should win the Royal Rumble. John Cena wins, he beats AJ Styles. He Taker's in the main event. He beats John Cena. He wins the title. Retires on SmackDown because that's his show. And then that's that. And that is that. I think it's very interesting that it should happen because I mean, it's The Undertaker, and since he's in it, like I said, I don't want to see him and Braun Strowman. I don't want to see him versus Roman Reigns. Or whoever is the United States champion, or Universal champion. I mean, I want him versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. That's the match he deserves. That's the match I want. Book it, Vince. Book it. Although, I don't like the fact that Taker at the end was like, "Durr," after he's saying rest in peace. I thought that was where I was like, what the heck is he doing? Other than that, that was the A of the night. Obviously, that was the only thing I was looking forward to. Next, we have Bayley and Sasha taking on Nia Jax and Charlotte. Again, since the feud between Charlotte and Sasha Banks is over, I'm not expecting this match at the Royal Rumble to be good. I mean, it can be. I could be wrong. But obviously, nothing's going to live up to that hype, that potential. I know WWE was trying to do Sasha Banks versus Bayley at WrestleMania. They still could be doing that. Like, they could have Bayley beat her at the Rumble, beat her in the rematch on the next Raw pay-per-view, and then Sasha wins the #1 contendership, and then you have that match at WrestleMania. So that should be interesting, and we'll see. Maybe they're still planning on doing that. But with Charlotte's new wrestling pay-per-view streak, I doubt it, so we'll see. The perfect place for her to lose would be at WrestleMania, so. Next, we've got a New Day segment. It's a shame. I'm thinking, man, where's the New Day at? And they're coming out and they're doing this thing with Titus O'Neil. It's not all that funny, although yesterday they were kind of funny. Talking about booty juice. And the whole thing with Titus O'Neil carrying the Taker around the ring. And he dropped it before he crossed the line. And they were like, he Deshaun Jackson it! He Deshaun Jackson it! And I was like, what? And I was like, what do they mean? I was like, oh, talking about when he could have had his first touchdown pass, but he dropped it outside the end zone. And I thought, oh man, they say he Deshaun Jackson it. That was funny. Harping it back to when he was a Philadelphia Eagle. So hopefully, maybe that's a sign of things to come. That he'll come back to being an Eagle. You know, always bringing it back to the Eagles, man. Always bringing it back to the Eagles. But then obviously, him and Kofi had a match. Kofi wins 1, 2, 3. Match over. Gave it a C. finally, the main event, Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho in a 2-on-1 handicap match for the United States Championship. Roman Reigns lost. Chris Jericho is the United States Champion. I'm happy for Chris Jericho. I'm glad he won the belt. But I mean, I think he should have won it last week. I think the way that they set that up, it was perfect. With the fake making it look like he attacked him and then hitting the Goldberg. I think he should have won that way last week. This way it feels like, he's being protected or whatever like that. It's funny, ever since CM Punk said make him look strong, you know, that's been the thing about Roman Reigns, make him look strong. But yeah, I feel happy. I'm glad for Chris Jericho. I'm glad he's the United States Champion now. Took him long enough. Took him to be long enough. And I'm also happy he's champion again. He definitely does deserve it and everything like that. So, with that being said, that was the first Monday Night Raw review for 2017. And it was nothing special. But we had to start somewhere, right? Next week, Brock Lesnar returns. Looking forward to seeing the Beast once again. Be the first time we see him since he lost that Survivor Series. Yeah, obviously tonight's gonna be SmackDown. Tomorrow it's SmackDown review. And that's pretty much it. Maybe, I think, Wednesday, I'm gonna give my Packers and Cowboys prediction video along with the rest of the divisional rounds. So, with that being said, that's pretty much been the video for today. Who do you guys think is going to win the Royal Rumble? My pick is obviously The Undertaker. I've heard Braun Strowman. Who else do you think should win the Royal Rumble? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's about it. So until next time, and if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out.